What's up, everybody? I'm Rob, and this is Rambo Rob Show, obviously. I just figured I'm doing it for shits and giggles, but I do need help getting to 50 subscribers. So if you do that below, it will help me be able to go live, and hopefully I'm not afraid to ask real people real questions, especially tough ones. So with that said, we're going to jump into OK Rick's video. Shout out to OK Rick. Man, I love your content. Just trying to spread awareness, guys. We're spreading awareness because there's some crazies out there, especially with all the threats to Elon and everything. So let's change it up and let's do some Epstein stuff. We've been told a lot from Pam Bondi. FBI, she said, lied to her. She wrote a letter to Cash. Cash demanded the files. Then now we hear there's a truckload of files. So with that said, we're going to jump right into the video. And we're going to start with Pam Bondi first.
All of those documents.
Okay, I want to be clear because I think people got frustrated because they were expecting more. You were expecting more, and you didn't find out less than 24 hours before the release. You got a whistleblower that confirmed that there were way more documents that they were supposed to turn over, and then you found out just before that.
Well, sure, and you're looking at these documents going, these aren't all the Epstein files. There were flight logs, there were names and victims' names, and we're going, where's the rest of the stuff? And that's what the FBI had turned over to us. And so a source said,
people saying they might
all
not
this
believe
evidence
her.
is sitting in the Southern District of New
I'm
York.
going to give her a chance.
So
You're true
based
maggot.
on that, I gave them
believe.
the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. Cash is going to get me and himself, really, a detailed report as to why all these documents and evidence had been withheld. And, we're going to go through it as fast as we can, but go through it very cautiously to protect all the victims of Epstein, because there are a lot of victims.
Well, you had identified in phase one over 254. Okay. Now, is that the only thing that would be redacted? Will everything else be made public that you get in your possession?
Yeah, the FBI hasn't had, obviously, they haven't looked at the thousands of pages of documents that they've just received Friday. Yeah. But Cash has a team going through them.
Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Do you believe what Pam's saying, or do you believe the FBI is stonewalling her? What do you think the people should do? Do you think... when is enough enough? I mean, this may seem like something little, but we're on the verge of World War III, folks. If you check out some of my other videos, I showed real footage of what's happening in Ukraine with drones. Got a video on Putin speaking. Spoke about how there's 2 deals in the mineral peace treaty between Russia and Ukraine, how on the back end he's also going to have a deal with Russia, and people's going to start complaining about that. But I'm going to give Pam a chance. Comment down below what you think. Let's continue.
And it's always about protecting the victim. But you know what? We believe in transparency, and America has the right to know. The Biden administration sat on these documents. No one did anything with them. And why were they sitting in the Southern District of New York? I want a full report on that. Sadly, these people don't believe in transparency. But I think more, unfortunately, I think a lot of them don't believe in honesty. And it's a new day. It's a new administration. And everything's going to come out.
Uh-oh. I didn't pay for my premium. We got to deal with that.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension, and it basically...
out to the public. The public has a right to know. Americans have a right to know.
And that goes the same with the JFK files,
JFK,
RFK files,
Martin
MLK?
Luther King. Yep, absolutely.
What are the things that, and maybe some people don't understand the need to redact. In the case of a victim, that should be pretty obvious to people. What are the other things that maybe you would have to redact?
Well,
national security?
No, of course, national security, some grand jury information, which is always going to be confidential. But we'll see. Let's look through them as fast as we can, get it out to the American people, because the American people have a right to know, not only on that, but on Kennedy, on Martin Luther King, on all of these cases that the Biden administration has just sat on for all these years. So yeah, it's really, it's not sad. It's infuriating that these people thought that they could sit on this information, but they can't. It's a new day, and we believe in transparency. It's going to come out. And when we redact things, Sean, what we're going to do is not just pull pages out like they used to do. If something's redacted, you will know the line and you will know why it's redacted. The victim's name, identifying information.
Want to really see something that said, take a
I'm
look
not
what
gonna get
happened.
mad, so let's go ahead and skip this. There we go.
Rick, what happened to the sirens? Rick, sir, you're out the country, sir. When are you gonna go back home, sir, so we can
Yes,
get back
we want your
to the
normal setup, sir. Come on, sir.
the normal videos, sir. Hey,
You
family,
deserve a break,
come on
man.
now, y'all. Thank y'all for showing so much love and support, man. You know, we are rocking and rolling.
Hey,
We
subscribe
got some
to Rick.
huge breaking news. You guys
Man,
have been blowing me up to get
him
into
and
this.
some others got me
Jeffrey Epstein.
interested in
The
spreading the
files.
world.
Just they just showed up on a big truck, and I mean a fat truck. And that
Kind of like the election in
and that
2020.
truck is
Big truck at 2 a.m.
evidence. And right now, as we speak, as I'm recording this, the FBI cashing them, the whole team, they are going through it right now. And anything could be released at any moment as I'm recording this video. All right. Please let this be true, though. Transparency, the trust, the people's trust. This administration has gained the people's trust. Can you keep the people's trust? And can you make more people
Now, if
trust?
the FBI stonewalls her, though,
time that we are living in right now.
if the FBI
But,
stonewalls her,
Miss
Rick,
Pam Bondi just said that they got a new truckload of evidence, files, a truckload. Y'all know what a truckload is? A
yes.
big truck, a box truck, a 18-wheeler, and what is it carrying? Yeah, that's a lot.
Votes.
That's a lot. That is a
Vote
lot
for Pedro.
of files. That's a lot of evidence to get a truckload of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. So I'm ready for it. But let's jump into this.
Man, hopefully
I
they
hope
got the
everybody's,
videos and everything,
again, have an
too.
amazing week. Have an amazing month. Hope y'all ready for the Trump speech in a couple hours. It's going down. And we just keep winning. God bless them beautiful patriots around the world. I'm out the country right now. I'll be back home in about 5 days. Back to Houston, Texas. First time going out the country. Thank y'all for showing so much love and support and checking on your boy, saying, Rick, are you okay? How's everything going? You know, I had a lot of learning experiences these past couple of days. And you can buy a hamburger down here for $1, $2. Man, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Tom's been good over here. Tom's been good over here, family. You can buy a hamburger over here for $1. Some of y'all seen my stories, what I've been posting. You can buy a hamburger here, and then they got French fries, and they throw mayonnaise on the fries. I ain't never heard of nothing like it, but it tastes so good. Yeah, you can last off $100 in 2-3 weeks. All you need is $100 in American money. You can last probably the whole month. $100. Let's get into this, man. Let me stop talking.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Time is a flat circle. President Trump, 10 years ago, standing on the stage at CPAC before announcing he was even going to run for office, was asked about Bill Clinton, and he shocked Sean Hannity and the entire crowd at the convention by saying this.
Subscribe to Benny, too, man. He's a good one.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how the turntables have turned. Now, Sean Hannity, on his show, has allegedly broken the news that there is a truckload of Epstein documents that have been delivered to Trump's Attorney General, Pam Bondi. We're going to get into all of it, but let's start at
Rick.
the very beginning, right back at CPAC last week with Pam Bondi on our program, telling us that she had documents on her desk. Now, this, of course, created a fever pitch on the internet and with curious minds all around the world saying, what are those documents? Please release them. Pam Bondi told us the release of those documents would be imminent. Unfortunately, this is what we got. A
file.
goofball binder.
I'm still pissed off at this photo op. They holding the binders up. A spit in the face to the president, a spit in the face, and then it's redacted stuff that that already then came out. I mean, it's just a disgrace, man. And I'm with them Patriots that was hotter than fish grease when this came out. Hotter than fish. What are y'all doing? Some disgusting stuff has taken place, and y'all in these photos smiling. Just saying, man. Whoever I did this was, they need to be fired and also held accountable.
That had declassified written across it, given to influencers at the White House as they laughed and danced with it. And, of course, the documents inside contained nothing.
This makes us look bad, man. It's a spit in the face as well.
And, release it to everybody. But they did. I think they did say
president,
that.
A spit in the face. This makes us look terrible.
Say they
and also gives Democrats and liberals a talking
point.
Wait
until they released it to the public.
I hate it, man. This is what MAGA's doing. This is what MAGA's doing. Y'all know how it go, man.
Do the robot.
No new information. Old information that had already been redacted. so it was actually spitting in the face of Pam Bondi. I'm not happy about this. And I don't take this lightly.
As Rick would
Nor
say,
should, of course,
post
smiling with a binder full of the names of allegedly abused and raped victims, small children and women. But anyway, the point is that I don't think that this is a funny stunt. I'm upset at this, and many people were rightly upset at this. Pam Bondi was upset as well, and she wrote a letter saying, the FBI is apparently withholding a mountain of evidence from me. The Southern District of New York field office has all of the goodies on Epstein. Now, this is the same office that was run by a man that said we're going to dig in and fight wartime battles against President Trump. This is behaving entirely and totally outside of the constitutional boundaries of how a office for the FBI is supposed to behave. You follow orders, right? When somebody asks for you to give them evidence, you give them evidence. Pam Bondi is saying that all of those photos we have of Epstein's hard drives and pictures and CDs and boxes marked evidence and insurance policy, the terabytes of information apparently that has been holed up.
Hey guys, I just want to say, if you're watching this video, even if you don't like it, it will get better. The quality will get better. I'll be doing different things. I'll have better ideas. I'm working on some big things. So please comment down below or hit the like or subscribe just so I can get there. I'll find the best news articles from what's trending and try to spread the word. We'll be doing AI content, some other content. Alright, back to the show.
At the Southern District of New York FBI office, Kash Patel came over the top saying, yeah, we got to fix this. There will be no cover-ups.
I'm always going to try to be authentic,
no stone
too.
left
I ain't going to try to bullshit you guys
from the
and try to
prior
get you
bureau that undermines this
buy
will be
nothing I wouldn't
pursued.
use or anything like that. So just,
if there are records that have been hidden, we will uncover them, and then we will bring everything we find to the DOJ and assess the transparency for the American people. So apparently, Kash Patel has begun that process, starting with Pam Bondi this Sunday, saying that she now has confirmed that there are more documents and that there were people who were withholding them from her saying, I will find out who they are and they will not be working for us anymore. Well, ding dong, tick tock, head of the FBI field office in New York, James Dennehy, was forced to resign following the accusation of the Justice Department regarding his withholding of Epstein documents. FBI official out after criticizing Trump pursuit of agents who were investigated January 6th and also withholding Epstein evidence. Dennehy famously wrote a memo saying colleagues need to dig in when the new administration requested information. Okay. Also in this rat's nest in the Southern District of New York is Maureen Comey, James Comey's daughter, lead prosecutor at the Southern District of New York during the Epstein trials and during the Ghislaine Maxwell trials and during the Diddy trials. Are you starting to see a trend here for Maureen Comey?
Again, I hope y'all ready for that in the next 2 months. I hope y'all ready. We're going to be dropping some amazing coverage and content on that. I'm telling you. Yeah. Diddy all on the floor.
Who looks like James Comey in drag, right? Perfect. Yes. Of course. Of course James Comey's daughter is still working at the FBI. What do you think's going on here? It's called Deep State for a reason.
Deep State.
And this man who urged resistance to Trump and to dig in this man is out and dropped a massive bombshell. She said that a truckload of Jeffrey Epstein documents and evidence has been delivered to her office. She is currently getting through them. Obviously, like, we want to be realists here. There's going to be names of victims and stuff, I guess, that you don't want people who cooperated with the feds, whatever. But how fast does it? Just run it through AI, right? How long does it take to get done? Let's freaking get this done. Here's Pam Bondi from last night on Sean Hannity's show. Full circle. Here we go.
And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, you know, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept. Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m. Thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Cash is going to, Director Patel, is going to get us a detailed report as to why the FBI withheld all of those documents.
Okay, I want to be clear because I think people got frustrated because they were expecting more. You were expecting more, and you didn't find out less than 24 hours before the release. You got a whistleblower that confirmed that there were way more documents that they were supposed to turn over, and then you found out just before that.
Well, sure, and you're looking at...
Do you need a free, easy way to capture your gameplay? Introducing Outplay.
Get my account back.
Record anything on your PC.
Almost done with this video. Good job on
these
your
documents
videos,
going,
man.
these
I
aren't
really
all the
look up to
Epstein
you, dude.
files. You know, there were flight logs, there were names and victims' names, and we're going, where's the rest of the stuff? And that's what the FBI had turned over to us. And so a source said, whoa, all this evidence is sitting in the Southern District of New York.
Yeah.
So based on that, I gave them the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. Cash is going to get me and himself, really, a detailed report as to why all these documents and evidence had been withheld. And, you know, we're going to go through it as fast as we can. But
You know when they had said it's sitting on my desk and it'll be released like the next day, I knew something was like,
I kind of did
there has
too.
to be way more to this, and we're probably not going to
she's
get it.
probably
That was
getting
like
pressured.
my back of my mind thought. My gut feeling was telling me that. You know. So now I'm really expecting for this truckload and all this evidence that they have to really raise some eyebrows and make some jaws drop, man. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Release it all.
I
Transparency.
agree with you.
This administration, man, very important to keep the people's trust.
I agree there.
And this is exactly what we voted for.
And now everybody's
Exactly
going
what
to
we voted
nitpick.
for. And I hope they learned a lesson about sending these photo ops and sending them content creators out there holding a binder. Again, whoever was the idea of that need to be held accountable. They need to be, fired or whatever it
Elon's
is.
giving a truck, I think.
That should never happen again. Gave those liberals and Democrats and
Or no, that's
even
for something else.
moderates a talking point.
go through it very cautiously to protect.
Okay, so this interview is obviously breaking the internet right now. What do you think? A truckload of evidence delivered.
A truckload of evidence, man, but I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready, family. Let me know what y'all think. We're going to keep you updated on this. Sorry I'm a little bit late on this. I'm just getting getting familiar with the time differences here. I'm like a couple hours difference from across the world. So
Yeah, guys, tell me what you think down below. Tell me if you think these files are going to be heavily redacted, if they're not going to be complete, if they've already been deleted, if they're still going to continue to stonewall. I want to see what everybody thinks. So let's before we leave, let's go ahead and see real quick what this says. It's a new update.
The Trump administration is now free of another thorn in its side. The head of the FBI's New York field office, James Dennehy, says he's been forced out of his job. He sent a letter to his colleagues Monday, reading in part, "Late Friday, I was informed that I needed to put my retirement papers in today, which I just did. I was not given a reason for this decision. Regardless, I apologize to all of you for not being able to fulfill my commitment to you." On Friday, Attorney General Pam Bondi had accused the FBI's
Yeah, they
New
got
York
rid of that
office
FBI
that he
agent
had
that sent out all
of
that
withholding
that
documents
email.
relating to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. She ordered an investigation into the matter.
Earlier this month, the Justice Department demanded that FBI officials fill out a form that asks whether they were involved in the January 6 investigations. FBI leaders were also told to hand over any information on current or former employees who worked on January 6 investigations.
Dennehy wrote an email to his staff last month responding to the Justice Department's demands. He said, "Today we find ourselves in the middle of a battle of our own as good people are being walked out of the FBI and others are being targeted
No,
because
this
they did
isn't
their
law
jobs in
fair.
accordance
This
with
is
the law."
justice.
And with FBI
Taking
policy, I'll support each and every
advantage
one
of
of you,
taxpayer money,
whatever
fraud,
personal decisions you make,
not
but I'm
doing your
sticking
job,
to
not
defend
wanting to
your
come
work, your
in or
families, the team we
answer.
call
I can tell you
flagship.
20 bullet points
In
of
his
what I
parting
did this
message
week.
Monday, Dennehy
Just
wrote,
off the top of my
"I've
head,
been told many
and the
times
list
in my
would
life,
continue.
when
It's
you
not
find
hard to
yourself
do
in a
5.
hole, sometimes it's best to quit digging."
I'm sorry,
And
but the
I will
excuses
never
are
stop
done.
defending this joint.
They're done.
I'll just do it
They have
willingly
to be done.
and proudly from
America has
outside
to
the wire.
change.
Dennehy joined the FBI in
Our debt is
2002.
too
His career
great.
mostly consisted of counterintelligence investigations.
People need to
supervisions.
wake up and not
Substacker
in the
Jeff
woke
Carlson
way.
wrote in part on X, "Not a huge surprise given events of the last
It's
week surrounding the
all-
Epstein files.
most
Great to
of
see the
what you
immediate
see on
follow-through."
mainstream is all
Podcaster Brian
is all
Krasenstein
funded.
wrote, "Breaking, head of the FBI's New York office, James Dennehy, is forced out after he questioned Trump's pursuit of agents investigating January 6th. These are the actions you'd seek with a dictator." On the other hand, Newsmax host Todd Starnes wrote James Dennehy's office was accused of withholding documents relating to the Epstein files.
Yeah,
Why was he
didn't-
allowed to
didn't
resign,
follow
fire the
command.
man, and charge him with obstruction? Play hardball, Republicans. I am happy that this swiftly took place because...
So basically, still no files. If we was to look around on Epstein file search, you got, let's see, PBD, we got truckloads of Epstein files. Everybody's saying the same catchphrase, buzzword, truckloads. Maybe I should change my title to truckloads, but then it would be clickbait because nothing. Van Bondi fires New York office after SP files connects fiasco. Let's see, news about Pam Bondi, Epstein, whistleblower reacts to Epstein files. FBI's New York field office. That's Sky Australia. Let's see, resigns. Now they're saying he resigns. Epstein files Soled's named in newly released documents. That was 4 days ago, so there's really nothing. That's clickbait probably. Steve Bannon, Laura Loomer, Right Label Ash Pam Bondi say they're trying to separate people. Some of this is propaganda, guys. You gotta know what to look for. So when you're searching stuff, make sure you do your research. Make sure it's people that's showing you the full videos, not just clip artists or clickbaitists. You know, okay, Rick, Benny Johnson, Barry Cunningham. These people, they show you what's going on that the mainstream won't show the average liberal or Democrat. It's ridiculous, and some of these are clickbaity. But anyway, we're going to leave on that. There's still nothing to be said. Hopefully I'll have a new Epstein update soon. So with that said, if you do this stuff down here, it would really help the algorithm. It would really help the message get out there. A little bit about me. I'll do stories about me. I'll do all kinds of different stuff. I'll take suggestions too, so comment down below. Main thing is that we spread the message, and Americans start waking up, because we're going to go into debt, and we need to support our families. So with that said, thank you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the viewers.